We ask that you keep your hand on Inside Out and all the people in the building gathered here today. We ask that you bless each and every one of them. We also ask that you bless our neighbors. They become less hostile and more understanding to what Inside Out is trying to do. On a personal note, I ask that you give me strength to deliver my message today, and the courage that we need to go throughout our day and into our evening. Father, we ask that you just keep your hand on us as we go through our journey. In your name we pray. Amen. 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 Amen.
Thank you, John.
Nope, go right ahead for you. It's for you, brother.
Good morning, everybody. We got a couple of songs that we're going to start with here, and if you would like to maybe get some blood flowing and stand to your feet, join me on these couple of songs, and then you can sit down after. You don't have to stand up. You can stay but I like to sing stand up. In my wrestling, in my dance, in my failures, you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the reason light in the darkness. I'll follow you, my lighthouse. I'll trust as long as you carry me safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore. Safe to shore. Sunlight morning, when the sun is over, I'll fly away to the home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, I'll leave you by and by. I'll fly away. When the shadows of the south is gone, I'll fly away. Like a bird frozen on the storm, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, I'll leave you by and by. I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away. To a land where the joy shall never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, I'll leave you by and by. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, I'll leave you by and by. I'll fly away. When I die, I'll leave you by and by. I'll fly away. When I die, I'll leave you by and by.
Good worship. Good worship.
Things going on in the church.
Yes.
We've got
Hallelujah.
Bible studies on Thursday nights. Hey Jared, what's the Bible studies? Yeah, what nights are the Bible studies?
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday mornings. Nice.
Yay.
Tuesday,
Yay.
Wednesday nights. Thursday nights is what? Genesis on Thursday nights. Okay. Friday nights is service. Saturday is here.
Saturday is worship.
All right. I think this guy will be having an announcement. Diane, do you have an announcement for us?
Good morning. This is one of those announcements. Thank you. This is one of those announcements that I say, don't shoot the messenger. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just gonna read it.
Yes, ma'am.
Says good afternoon.
There you go.
Recently, there have been changes made to the agreements with Willamette, Yellow Cab, and Chariot for the warming networks. Okay?
Yes.
The warming centers. For Chariots, that's the bus. Offers free transportation to the warming centers Monday through
Yeah.
Friday until 9 p.m. Offers free transportation to guests leaving the warming centers in the morning, Monday through Friday. When guests board, they need to state that they are going to or leaving from a warming center to receive the ride for free.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
South 72?
Yep.
All one center.
Okay, we're gonna, yes, okay. Yellow Cab
No more.
offers free transportation to the nearest open warming center. So you can't call a cab here and have them take you over to South, okay? They'll take you to the closest, which is First Press.
Yes, First
And
Press.
then, if they're full, you wait, and then when enough people are together, they take you to the next warming center, okay?
If you call them out there on South Road, you call Yellow Cab here so that we back there if they're on South. All those, they go to the nearest one, not like
It goes to the nearest one, so if you're here, if that's what we're talking about, if you're here. Okay, so again, I'll say, offers free transportation to the nearest open warming center Monday through Friday after 9, because you have to wait till the buses stop running. And Saturday and Sunday after 6:30. Offer free transportation to and from the warming center for volunteers. No longer will offer free transportation from the warming centers in the morning, Monday through Friday. Guests will need to utilize the bus.
Yeah.
Okay, where before you could call a cab to go, like, let's say back here, but you can't do that anymore. Do you have any questions that I probably won't be able to answer?
The cab is secondary to the bus. The
Yes,
bus is the first alternative.
yes.
The cab won't pick you up and bring you back in town.
Nope.
No, the bus.
They'll take you to, otherwise.
Yes.
Yes, well.
We had problems with that too.
Okay.
There, from Friends Church, there is absolutely no transportation from Friends Church on Saturday and Sunday morning, because the buses don't run, and the cabs will not pick up any morning, for any reason anymore, because it was abused, and they decided not to do that. If you have, during the week, if you have a lot of luggage,
More than too many people.
you can't call a cab to get moved. So I would advise anybody that has a lot of stuff
Tear down.
not to come down to Friends, but if you have enough, you can carry it to the bus on at Walmart, then that would be okay. That's during the week, but on the weekends, there's absolutely nothing.
Tear down.
So if you get there at night, you can't, there's nothing in the morning.
We're gonna do a few more songs. I just wanted to remind you that if you have any donations or offerings for the church, that we're putting you in this little gray box. Thank you. And there are envelopes up top there if you want to designate. Today, the offering is going towards the Alaskan camp meeting. That's what it says on the calendar.
Last one, what?
Alaskan camp meeting. Do they do that?
Oh,
we all get to go?
Yeah, next week is local church budget, so that helps us out. Let's worship a little bit more.
Yes.
This is beautiful name. You are the word that began, one with God the Lord Most High. In Lord creation, 'cause you brought heaven down. My sin was great, your love was greater. What could separate us now? What a wonderful name it is. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a wonderful name it is. Nothing compares to this. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus. Cause you Forever they will say that your love is all we need. We ask that we would welcome you here, that all of our stresses, all of our illness, all of our pains would disappear. We know that you're the reason why we live, and it's because of your sacrifice that we give. Lord, we thank you for so much that you have blessed us with. We give a little bit back in return through our voices, through our worship, through serving you, Lord. Be with us now as we continue with our word, Lord. In your name I pray. All God's people say, amen. All right, pass it on to Mr. Tom. See out roaming around, taking care of business.
Feedback for everybody. So I want to talk to you guys this morning about relationships. And Webster's definition is the way in which two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected, or the state of being connected. So I read that, it's relationships take two of any kind, right? So I asked some people, I said, describe in one word how you would describe relationships.
Love.
Sacrifice.
Partners.
Trust.
Honor.
Trust.
I got
Love. Understanding.
You got unconditional, right?
God's love.
Like God's love. Unconditional. And what I want to talk about is the relationship that you have, not only with your loved ones, right, your family members. And family means a lot of things to a lot of people.
It's my family, right?
My relationship with my wife, I wouldn't change for the world. Now, if somebody asked me the definition of relationship, I said work. Because you have to work at it.
24/7.
Right? So if you work with that relationship with your friends, okay? I have a friend of mine named Glenn. He's my brother. Not through birth, but through life. Okay? I wouldn't change that relationship for the world. Right? But we work at it. Hey bro, how you doing? What's going on? Where are you at? How are things going?
Amen.
Do you need a
Relationships between men and men are different than men and women, or women and women, right? Because a woman will be like, oh girl, you're not wearing that today.
Oh, girl. How do you know? Oh,
Men are like, yeah, that's a nice coat. Right? Oh, you're an Oregon Duck fan. Right? Men, it's pretty simple. Women are a little more harsher with each other, but my wife said unconditional, and she used a reference with her best friend. Unconditional means you might not respect or agree with the choices that people make, but you're there for them. Through everything, right? Through the good, the bad, the ugly, you're there for them.
what?
Just like being married. Okay, you work at that relationship. And just like a relationship with the Lord, you have to put work into it. Right? God's great. God is great. But you need to put in some effort.
Yes, sir.
Okay? That's the hard part about relationships. Right? We all have relationships. And relationships are more than acquaintances. Because a relationship, you care about the other object, the other person. And the key word in relationship is relation. Okay? And one of the examples, and my wife's going to kill me for this, was diet related to diabetes. Okay? It's a relation, right? Now, for me, my relationship with the Lord started a year and a half ago. Okay? So for 40 plus years, I didn't have that. I didn't know what I was missing. Right? It was told to me that my life was in God's hands a year and a half ago. And I stand in front of you today on firm ground knowing that my life was in His hands.
Amen.
Okay? You guys know my story, right? Through the car wreck, open heart surgery, a year ago this month. I can't remember the exact day I was sedated. But I know it was a year ago in March. Okay? We are here for a purpose.
Amen.
Each and every one of us in this room, we have a purpose. We have a reason to be. May not know what that reason is, right? But He put us here for a reason. And I believe that reason was to build relationships. Okay? And it's not hard to do. You start by asking someone their name. Taking a little time out of your day. Alright? I don't see Jeff here. Where's Jeff? Is he here today? Okay. Alright. So I'm going to use him as an example. Okay? Because it took...
Quick, tell us quick.
Hey, Jeff, I'm talking about you. There's nothing bad. But it took time for us to build a relationship with Jeff. Okay? We're down there feeding, and we're doing the coffee, and all we knew about this guy was a mocha and a grip of sugar. It took us months to learn his name, right? Because there's a trust factor, and without trust, you can't have a relationship. Right? And here we are a year and a half later, and this guy is our family. Right?
Amen.
And we love Jeff.
Yes, we do.
But it started with trust. If you don't trust in the Lord, you really don't have much. And it's a hard lesson to learn. Some of the people here grew up in church. That wasn't me. Okay? I grew up running streets and doing things that I shouldn't have been doing, and I did that for a long time. You can really, there you go. A lot of people can.
Just still picking on Jeff, you know?
No, I'm not going to pick on it.
That's what I'm saying. This Jeff was the first person to hug me in this church.
Jeff was the first person that hugged you at this church. That's awesome.
You still love me, right?
Yeah, he hugged me too. Got to tell you, it kind of scared me. It's a lot of man coming at you. And I'm not a man that scares easy, but boy, it made me nervous. We love you, Jeff. Thank you for being part of it. So relationships take trust, right? And you build trust, you break down barriers. Okay? God will break down the barriers in your life. Right? Everybody's struggling. Everybody goes through things, right? But, and yeah. I will. What's your name? Okay. Kat just handed me a saying she wants me to read. If you have a secret sorrow, a burden or a loss, an aching need for healing, hang it on the cross. If worry steals your sleep and makes you turn and toss, if your heart is feeling heavy, hang it on the cross. Every obstacle to faith or doubt you come across, every prayer unanswered, hang it on the cross. For Christ has borne our brokenness and dearly paid the cost to turn our trials to triumph, hanging on the cross.
Hallelujah.